The best thing that happened to Ryan Gravenberch was getting benched. Sounds crazy, right? But that pain built the player Liverpool needed. Here is what this video will give you. First, his early career and how he came onto the big stage. Second, the exact role Arne Slot uses to unlock him. Third, the simple actions that make him so influential. Stay to the end because we will show the one habit he took from Bayern's hard days that now powers his Liverpool form. Remember that line about the bench building him? To see why it mattered, we have to start at the start. In the Netherlands, kids dream in Cruyff, Rijkaard. Ryan's hero was different. He watched Zinedine Zidane for touch, timing and calm. He tried to copy that. He grew up in Amsterdam in a tight football family with Surinamese roots. His parents backed the dream. His brother, Danzel, went through Ajax too. Football was the plan at home. Ryan joined Ajax's academy in 2010. He shot up fast. At 16, he became the club's youngest Eredivisie debutant. 6'3", yet smooth on the turn. He made hard things look simple. Ajax's style fit him. He helped win league titles and cups, stepped into Europe and looked ready for the big stage. But easy can hide weak spots. In 2022, he moved to Bayern for around 18 million euros. The badge was bigger, the minutes were smaller. That is where the comfort ended. He learned to fight for every touch. That year is the reason our intro makes sense. After one season, he chose Liverpool for about 40 million euros in 2023. The talent was the same, but the mindset was new. Now watch how Slot used that. Ryan's mindset grows from the same roots that built his early rise. In Amsterdam, the family set the plan, but the street gave him the edge. While he was learning the Ajax way in 2010, copying Zidane's touch and calm, he was also learning the Danzel rule after school. His older brother was 8 years ahead, bigger and quicker. Ryan joined his games where time and space did not exist. Every touch had to be clean, every turn had to be strong. He toughened me up and I became stronger. That mix is why he flew through Ajax. He was smooth like the academy wants, but he was also street tough when the game turned messy. Those lessons mattered when the path stopped being easy. At 16, he became Ajax's youngest league debutant. Then, he won titles and played in Europe. Success can hide weak spots, but the brother's voice stayed in his head. Compete, adapt, do not complain. So when Bayern offered a bigger badge and fewer minutes, he did not break. He sharpened. That is the same player who chose Liverpool in 2023. The talent from Ajax stayed. Under Arne Slot, both parts finally worked together in a deeper role. The bench built him, but a transfer twist opens the door. How did Ryan even get to Anfield? It starts with a no. Liverpool went all in for Moises Caicedo. He chose Chelsea. Romeo Lavia did too. That hurt, but it also kept money free late in the window. The club brought in Wataru Endo for balance, but they still wanted a high-side midfielder who could grow. Bayern had one who needed minutes. Deadline day, around 35 million euros, Ryan Gravenberch said yes to Liverpool. He almost went to Manchester United, but he picked Anfield for the project, not the noise. Klopp did not promise him a starting spot. Ryan knew that from Bayern. He was ready to wait, but he was not ready to waste time. His first season had flashes in Europe and cups, but only 12 league starts. That felt like a stall, but it built patience for what came next. Liverpool then tried to sign Martin Zubimendi the next summer. He stayed at Real Sociedad, so what now? Enter Arne Slot. This is the crucial turning point. After the Euros, Slot picked up the phone. He told Ryan exactly what the plan was. I want to give you a chance. I want you to focus on the number 8, but I also want to see you in the number 6. For a player who just started 31% of league games, that call mattered more than any headline. It gave him clarity and trust. Ryan's reply was simple. It does not really matter where you play as long as you play. But why watch on? Next, we break down how Slot's 4-2-3-1 turns Ryan's simple actions into control and chances. We said Slot's call was the turning point. So what did he actually ask Ryan to do? Simple question, big answer. Slot uses Ryan as the engine of a 4-2-3-1. Sometimes he is an 8, sometimes he is a 6. The job is the same idea. Make the team calm with the ball and sharp without it. This is the role that unlocks him. In possession, Ryan starts low to receive on the half turn. He offers short passes to the centre-backs, then carries past the first line to break pressure. 2 or 3 touches, then a forward pass. If the number 10 drops, Ryan holds his spot to protect the middle. If the fullback goes high, Ryan slides across to keep the square passing lanes open. He is always showing, always giving a safe outlet. That is why the pass completion is high and the attacks feel smooth. He turns defense into control, then control into chances. Out of possession, Ryan guards the middle with smart positioning. He blocks passes onto the striker by standing in the lane, not chasing. When the ball goes wild, he shuffles to the near side to close the gap between fullback and centre-back. Press trigger hits, he steps in on the first touch, uses his frame and wins the duel without diving in. Lose it, win it back fast. That is the rule. On turnovers, he takes the first safe touch and plays the simplest forward pass. If there is no pass, he carries into space to release pressure and reset the team shape. It looks basic, but it kills chaos. Is he more 6 or 8? Hold it. The truth is, he is both, depending on the phase. Payoff. This flexible role is exactly what Slot promised on the phone. Play, learn, lead. It fits Ryan's calm touch and street toughness, and it makes Liverpool's whole system work. Slot's phone call gave him the role, but how did Ryan turn that role into real power on the pitch? Simple, he became the calm in the chaos and the spark in the attack. Here is what made the jump. First, freedom in Slot's system. Second, big game moments that changed results. Third, daily habits that kept his level high. Last season he stayed deep to protect the team. This season Slot gives him license to step up when the picture is right. He still starts low to receive, but now he carries through the first press and breaks lines with simple forward passes. His biggest gift is always choosing the fastest route forward. He scans before the ball arrives, maps the free space and shapes his first touch to beat the press. That is why so many of his controls look like dribbles. One touch and he is past you, already facing goal. Slot knew Liverpool needed that instant progress, so he built patterns that kept Ryan central and available. When rivals mark him tight, he shields, rolls pressure and keeps the ball moving. That is why his touches lead to control, not just possession. Off the ball, he closes lanes, wins duels and triggers the press. Influence shows when it matters. He started 37 of 38 in the title run and earned Young Player of the Season plus a PFA Team of the Year spot. This season, with more freedom, the end product is back. Think the derby, a timed run between centre-backs, a finish past Pickford, then the line-breaking pass for the clincher. Last season his objective was simple, play every game. This season his objective is bigger, prove it was not a one-off and keep getting better every season at Liverpool. That is the standard now. Fast forward, first touch forward, and the team follows. Recovery, diet, sleep. He listened to Van Dijk. He worked with the performance staff to stay robust. That is why he can go again every 3 or 4 days. He was plan B at 6 after Zubimendi said no. Now he has plan A for control and progression. That is influence, the player who makes everyone else's job easier every week. Here's the wrap-up. Ryan Gravenberch is the story of a talent meeting tough lessons. Ajax made him smooth, Bayern made him stubborn, Liverpool made him ready. The bench hurt, but it built him. Then, one phone call from Arne Slot gave him clarity and a role. Since then, he has turned calm touches into control and simple passes into chances. He can sit as a 6, set up as an 8, and do both in the same move. That is why teammates trust him and why big games tilt his way. If you remember one thing, remember this. Influence is not noise, it is repeatable actions. Win your duel, offer the pass, play forward, reset the press. He does it every week. That is how a prospect became Liverpool's standard. If you enjoyed this, hit like, drop your questions below, and subscribe to My 11.